Perfect. Wonderful. So happy New Year, everybody that's here tonight. And I guess whoever watches this recording later on, which is very many people. Firstly, hi Fadia, great to have you. Can't wait for the topic today. I want to basically welcome everyone who's brand new to this. Just so you know, we don't bite. This is the place, the safe place where we will take any questions and answer them for you once the talk is completed, because we are your biggest cheerleaders. There's nothing about this program that you need to fear. Everything about it is supposed to be super easy, super inviting, so that you enjoy the process and the learning capabilities, because ultimately the sustain phase is the way you want to live life moving forward anyhow, right? So the changes that are going to come your way, if you've never done this before, they're really spectacular. It's like turning back the clock. Everything feels better. You look your best. You're able to do this as many times as you need to reach your ultimate goal. There are many people that even bought this a few times, meaning multiple rounds, because of our current crazy sale that we did. It's been a lot of fun. I can tell you that. We sold out a number of times, which is pretty cool. So just so you understand how that works, you'll do the program correctly once, which is your 2 days of priming, followed by the release phase, followed by the sustain phase, and then you're able to do your second time. So if you've purchased 2, you don't start the second one until you've completed at least 2 weeks of the 3 weeks of sustaining, okay? So I hope that answers that question for everyone in case it was going to come up later. Other than that, Fadia has a wonderful topic assembled for us today, which has got to do with the aspects of nutrition. So you'll notice that every topic we have on these Wednesday nights have to do with the program or relate to wellness and health, so that in combination with the program, you move forward in life powerfully, all right? So, hey Fadia, how's it going?
Hi. It's going. How's it going with you?
Good. A little bit of a long-winded intro there, but it is the beginning of the year, and I think everyone's got it in mind to make this the best year we've had in a very long time, and we all deserve it. This is the one time in your life you are allowed to be selfish, because by you being the best you, everyone around you benefits anyway.
We hear all the time, often, eating healthy is hard, but it's not. That's not what's actually difficult. It's when we wake up tired, hiding our eating habits, the bad eating habits, being unhappy with how we're feeling, dealing with social events where we feel that we can't say no to certain lifestyle or bad habits in that aspect as well too. And then what happens, what's the difficult part, is having the extra weight, feeling in a lot of pain in our joints and our muscles, being out of breath. That's what's really hard. It's not the eating healthy that's hard. So we have to also understand in our body, in our system, about insulin. So insulin blocks leptin. Why? So just before we go further, remember leptin is it's the hormone that stops your hunger. It puts the brakes on your hunger. You're not constantly craving unhealthy foods. We have to have that balance between the ghrelin and the leptin. But insulin will block leptin. Why? Because when the body senses food that has hit the tongue, and then your salivary glands are now activated, then insulin will be produced. So if there's no insulin, then the hormone leptin is going to signal to our brain that it doesn't need to be activated. Then fat will be metabolized, and then it's going to be used as fuel. So as we've discussed in so many different times, people can be sensitive to certain foods or dietary components without having what they call an allergy. So for one example, we're dealing with the idea or the health condition of celiac disease. So this creates an immune response to gluten and develops inflammation as a result. So even though this is really not a true food allergy, it's what it is a reaction to overreactions of the immune system, which is, of course, as we always tell you, it's tied up in our gut. So digestive allergies are related to this. Inflammatory foods we do not want to consume on the program and stay off the program, because this is something we don't want to really have in our life. So when we want to understand again about foods like rice, oats, wheat, grain, they're all typically on the acidic side, and this is why they're not included for the time being. There is also, though, enough acid-base balance with all the macronutrients you are consuming. And there's a beautiful balance of healthy carbs from your vegetables as well as your fruit, proteins from your meats, beans, yogurt, and such, and fat even while you're on the release, as there is naturally occurring fat found in the meats, in your beans, in your yogurt, in your fruits, in your nutrient-dense vegetables. So you're not being deprived of anything that's necessary. So let's understand about a couple other things. So we want to know about now urea. So urea will depend on the protein's concentration and kidney function, and it's a metabolic breakdown of proteins. Creatinine, now this will depend on your muscle and kidney function. And a lot of these things you might actually remember if you ever have or look at when you have like a blood chemistry report. So this can kind of help you understand a little bit when you're reading your reports. So creatinine will depend on your muscle and kidney function, and it's a waste product made by your muscle and your kidneys that need to perform well to filter this waste from your blood. And glucose depends on your pancreatic function and or your cell insulin resistance. So when the glucose increases, then there can be now a possibility of microcirculation disorder, cardiovascular, ocular like eye, and renal kidney disorders. So when we have an imbalance there, then our body is actually not going to absorb the nutrients that it requires. So triglycerides will depend on the fat mass and depend on your pancreatic function. So it's the most common fat, and they store energy from your diet. LDL, it actually carries cholesterol because we do need it, but it carries cholesterol to the various tissues like our adrenal gland, our gonads, our muscle, the adipose tissue. So yes, it's known to be bad because it can lead to hardening of the artery if there's too much. And the HDL carries cholesterol to your liver, where it can be removed from your bloodstream before it builds up in the arteries. So now again, back to the liver. This is why it's highly essential for your liver to be clean and work well. The right amount of cholesterol will assist your bile production in your liver, as well as aiding in the production of your sex hormones and building blocks for your human tissues. So when there is a balance, then your circulation is protected. So we see here in the slide here, if you have too high of the triglyceride, the HDL goes down and your LDL goes up, then you have an increased risk of coronary issues. Here we are, January the 1st. So it's usually a time like for many to want to make a fresh start, push forward to become healthier. So hopefully today's discussion will help light that spark, and remember these health points. It's all in your manual and in your guide. We took the guesswork out of it for you so you can just focus on your shopping, your preparing, and you're eating the right way in your proper fasting method while you're properly resting, repairing, and therefore after rejuvenating yourself. We want you to be happy and healthy, feel energetic, stay mindful, have balanced moods, breathing well, and when you're keeping active, feeling energetic, being active mentally and physically. This is going to be your first step to the new or the better you. So remember too, I designed and created the formulas to get your system working from the inside out, and it will maximize the benefits of this intermittent fasting that you're doing and maximize the absorption of the foods, realign your system from inside and out. And don't forget the supplements and the other formulas I created to also have further maximum absorption of the minerals in your system and for calming. So here's to a happy new you this 2025.
Guys, this is what it's like. So try not to miss any of these Wednesdays, because believe it or not, they catapult you into another place. Why is that? This is info to build on. Once you start to paint, like, Fadia painted a beautiful picture about what this is all about. I'll do a topic on Wednesday, she'll do another one, and when you start to put these all together, they show you this straight line toward wellness, but that you walked a certain walk that led you into a lifestyle? Because I know nobody wants to hear you need to change your lifestyle. Nobody's into that. What do you mean I gotta change? And now at my age, I gotta make changes? It's not about making changes. It's about taking our hand, go through the first phase, learn to love the way you feel. Never mind how you look, that's gonna be a given, but the way you feel. Then on the sustain phase, learn to try to tap into, let's say, our recipe book with the seasonings and dressings and things that we're saying are going to be good on the sustain phase, because that's good for life. And really be a mad scientist with these flavors. Make dishes that are going to be maybe a family heirloom cookbook that you make for yourself. Pass on to your kids. They pass on to their kids, because we're trying to affect wellness for generations here, not just a diet, a temporary thing. I did this thing, now I can go back to regular eating. That's nonsense. We're talking about health and wellness at the core, at the root level.
I was on the program last year.
Okay.
And I lost 30 pounds.
Fantastic.
And then, yes, yeah. I was doing so great that I came off my blood pressure medication.
Love it.
And I came off my puffers because I'm asthmatic. But unfortunately, my husband got sick, my mom got sick, and then everything just messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm not feeling so great like how I was really feeling great, and I got a lot of compliments about the weight that I lost. My skin was looking so different. My hair was looking so great. And I went down. I was at size 18 and I went down to a size 12.
Holy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So now I want to get back on the program. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying tonight because there's a discount going on and I have to get in before 11:59. I'm trying, but I just cannot get
Not
in.
To worry. Don't even worry. What we're going to do is, do you know how to reach us at our office with the phone number?
I would have to get the phone number because will I get it at the same price? Yes,
we will hold that for you. Not to worry. We will make sure that you get it at that price, Joan.
Okay, let me get a pen. Because I'm starting, this is my New Year resolution, and I have to get back on that program because it's fantastic.
You'll bounce right back.
Okay, because the price, oh my God, it's great. It's very good. And I said, oh my God, I can't pass this. I can't pass on it because I really need to get back on. Because I was off. My doctor was so excited for me, and I was on my medication.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Thanks for chiming in and sharing all that fantastic news with us of
yes
past journey.
Because all those blouse, oh my God, I can't believe I was 2XL and I go down to a large.
Woo, I love it.
2XL and I went down to a large.
Enjoy your night, and we will see you all when we see you next. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.